low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
At last, we've made it. Oh my god, it's been such a long journey to get to this point. Hi friends, I'm sorry it's been a while. Life has been hectic. But I've got a list. And you know me by now, if I don't write things down, I'll skip them. So quite a lot's changed since the last videos, and indeed since pretty much last September. So I think what would be fair is a nice little update. Only a brief video. Try not to make it too long. So let's keep you guys up to date with what's been going on. A lot of people know on Instagram who follow me. I've been quite active on there, on and off, for the last 6 or 7 months. If anyone needs to know any information about what I've been up to, it will save a big long video. If you click on the link below to my Instagram account, you can actually read the comments and see my pictures and videos which I've been involved with over recent times. You don't have to be an Instagram account holder or member. You can just click the link and just scroll through just to see what I've been up to, and it will explain a lot. But to summarise, we've got our notes. Now, 5th house move since September, and this is more permanent. This is going to be for at least 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So it's a big relief to finally get a roof over our head with our keys, and we can do whatever we want to this house. It's amazing, and I can't tell you the relief it actually is to have 21st century living with central heating, a garden, washing line, all of these things we take for granted. Believe you me, if you haven't got them, it's a bit of a challenge. So it's great to sort of come back to civilization, as it were. So yeah, but that all comes with a whole raft of issues, like the change of address, with bank, with cards, with utilities, etc, etc. None of that can be possible without the internet. Now, I'm still waiting for my bank to change the address. It should be any day now. Once I've got that and my card is up to date, then I can go to my internet service provider and get everything rigged up. So I will have internet, and hopefully we'll be posting a lot more videos. Just had no internet since September. That's what, 7 months or so? I'm not sure exactly, but it's been a while. And to rely on 4G with your mobile phone is a bit of a challenge. So that should all be changing. Big news. Now on Instagram, my friends and followers know, but I'm very happy to announce that I'm going to be a dad. I know, first time in my life, 45, never thought it would happen to me, so it's a true blessing. Baby is due in early August, so not long. There were some complications to begin with, but everything's been ironed out. All the scans, everything is on track, and it's going to be a boy. And I know it's pretty special, and you know, to feel the baby kick and move around in my partner's belly, it's amazing. And I'm sure all you fathers out there will remember, you know, first time, and that's where I am right now. So priorities have changed an awful lot. To be honest, we adopted a ferret. I know, ferret, as you know, is one of the best ways of catching rabbits. You just find out where you need to find out, put nets down, the ferret goes down, and free food, etc. comes out. It's amazing for an emergency backup survival. Okay, you can spend all day with an air rifle and get a couple of rabbits. You can spend an afternoon or an early morning, and you can get 10s, 20s, 30s of rabbits. Okay, so that's a great little addition to the household. It's quite funny because my partner named the ferret, which is a rescue ferret, and his name's Arlen, and we love the name so much. At the moment, I really want to name my son Arlen. Yeah, I know, only I could name my son after a ferret. But that's how it's looking, and until we find a name better than that between now and August, then things might change. But at the moment, it's very much looking like Arlen, our baby son. Obviously we've got a new location where we are at the moment, and with that, and with the family change, requires a whole new bug out plan. Okay, then there's it's a big difference to my past life. My new life now, there's a lot to take into account regarding that. So we're going to be looking at new bug out locations, etc. We have friends not too far away who have farms, nice and secluded out in the woodland. So there's 2 so far, but we need to find more because I feel it's a good idea to spread your chances. Okay. Money has pretty much been 0, so we've been had to do everything on a budget, which is pretty refreshing to say the least. What we've been doing is we've been finding free or very cheap furniture. We both agree in recyclable stuff. If you see something getting thrown out which is good quality, I would rather get that than spend a lot of money on the cheap new modern stuff, which in fairness won't last too long. Okay. So yeah, apologise for the noise. We're in a new woodland, and this is the first time I've ever been here, and there's a few families with dog walkers, etc. So apologies if it doesn't appear that I'm in a wilderness in the middle of nowhere. But it is what it is, and this woodland is very good. I've only been here a few minutes and it's got a good feel to it. There's a lot of nice little spots here, so I could be doing some videos here, who knows? Mum's the word, right? Yeah, YouTube, I've pretty much seen probably around 10 videos on YouTube since September. Most have been Survival Russia, my friend Lars, who likes to stay funky. We love you, Lars, and when I get back online, I've got a whole lot of catching up with all sorts of friends from around the world watching their content, because I've seen practically nothing since September. So yeah, I've been pretty absent. Okay. Yeah, basically, you know, I've been on 4G on my phone. The signal's been very poor for the last 4 properties, but this one is not too bad. I can barely get away with it. So when the internet's sorted out, oh my man, my days, my life would be so much easier. High-speed broadband would be awesome. Also, every now and again, when I've had the chance, we've spent some time in the woodlands. One of them was recent with my friend Sparky Steve, and if I can find it somewhere on this SD card and get it edited and stuff, I'll try and put that footage in now. It's not very long, but just a little flavour of what I've been up to, so check this out now. Okay, we're outside. We've got a lovely fire going there, and today we're going to talk about catapults, ammo and its uses from our learned friend Sparky Steve. Hi mate, let's talk us through what you're going to be going through at the moment.
We're going to be making, these are some I've just made, but these are called baby beans.
Right.
You know, there's very different ammo you can use for slingshots. I prefer lead. 9.5mm steel ball bearings are a very commonly used thing. Also 8mm hexagon nuts you can pick up pretty cheap.
So you actually cast your own there then? How does that actually work, mate? Let's have a look.
So basically we've got this is a this is from eBay. It's just CNC'd out. You've got the two halves for it's still a bit warm, so and just use a couple of these bulldog clips to hold it together there. Obviously some decent gloves, or if you want to use maybe a pair of grips to you know, move your vessel. Okay. I tend to use you know, this is a
and you got it there in the fire down there, mate.
Car boot sale, just stainless steel teapot. So you've got the spout, etc. So it helps it to pour.
Oh, right. What's that little device on the top? Is that some sort of nut and bolt leverage?
Yeah, that's just literally I put that on there just to, you know, just to make it easier to open.
Yes.
Obviously, because the heat doesn't transfer. Obviously, it still gets hot, but the heat doesn't transfer as much as the you know, the proper handle on the top.
Yeah. And you find that works pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, we've already removed what's known as the slag, which is basically the impurities. So the lead melts around 400 degrees centigrade. So you'll get like a, it's called slag, and it's basically just
it's the same as solder when you get all the crap that floats to the top, you skim it off.
It's just all the impurities, it comes to the top, so I just use a teaspoon. We have already done it, but just clear that away. So you've got the clear molten lead. These gloves I've got on are rated to 400 degrees Celsius. You've got the molten lead there.
Yeah.
And then
you just put it in slowly and carefully into the mould.
It's just, yeah, it's targets, I find. The beauty is with lead as well.
Wow.
If you have a bad cast, for instance, and you don't cast, you know, the ammo doesn't come out perfectly, then you literally just trim it off, chuck it back in the pot. I always find that it's best to leave it, you know, 10-20 seconds to, you know, go hard, but while the lead's still somewhat warm, it's easier to get the mould apart.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, there's a perfect example there, to be fair. And they use a pair of grips. So it's a perfect example. We've got a miss pour there.
Right.
So with that one, obviously we'll cut these beans off in a second and show you how to do that.
Yeah.
But then with this top section and this one that's not poured properly, literally chuck it back in the pot and melt it down.
Just
and
keep
then
going.
Recast again.
Wow.
This particular mould makes 10 beans at a time. And at home I have a catch box in the back garden for practice. There's targets in there, and it's got a piece of it's an old rug, so a piece of carpet that's doubled over a rod that goes through.
Yeah.
So when you hit the target, or if you say miss the target, that absorbs all of the energy.
Yeah.
If you hit, I use steel plates as targets, so the lead delivers its energy in, whereas steel will, when it hits something, it will want to continue going forward. It would, you know, or continue its momentum. Lead delivers its energy and it sort of stops dead. So what will happen is the bottom of the catch box, I'll have loads of as long as if I miss, then the beans will generally still be intact and it can just be used again. If you've hit the steel plate, you'll find you'll have a flat spot on them, but you just literally pick them all up, back in the pot, recast them again, so you can just use them over and over again.
Just like that.
Lead, you can pick lead up generally your local scrap yard, like scrap metal merchants, should I say. You can go and see them. They will sell you lead pretty cheap.
Wow.
Somewhere like an independent tyre, not necessarily somewhere like Quick Fit, but an independent tyre place, you can go and speak to them. The old lead wheel weights.
Oh, of course.
Your local scrap yard for scrap cars. You know,
good idea.
Go and speak to the guys. They're normally pretty accommodating. You know, bung them 10, 20 quid, whatever, and you can go out and just pop all the lead weights off of the old wheels, and then melt it down.
That sounds pretty good, but stay away from church roof kids, okay?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We don't want that going on.
And then literally, it's just a case of nip a few off here.
It's a nice little pouch you got there, mate. Full circle.
Well, you give me that. When I was at your house, 3 or 4 years ago, I guess.
A long time ago now, mate.
You give it to me for the lead, and then not for the lead, sorry, the leather. Darren originally gave this to me when I was at his house and said about using this piece of leather, but I realised it works perfectly. We've got a piece of paracord there, but round the waist you can put your slingshot in there, and then your ammunition, and then...
It's perfect, isn't it? So we'll see one there.
It's just like a baked bean, basically.
Wow.
And these weigh 4.5 grams.
So obviously the heavier it is, the further it travel, providing you've got a quality action with a slingshot, yeah?
Well, the lighter it is, the heavier it is, the lighter it is, the further it will travel.
Oh, right.
Obviously, because the heavier it is, it will
you're
lose its
gonna need more
momentum
energy
quicker, and it will start to drop a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find
mate.
lead is my preferred choice of ammo. It's like most things. It's a case of personal preference. You know, you've just got to work out what suits you, and then go from there.
You're the modern day Jack Hargreaves, you know that, don't you?
I just find it a lot.
It's awesome, mate. I love the way that you
cheaper,
can find materials like that and just use them,
cheaper
you know.
to do it, and then, as I said before, these sections here, what we'll do is then just...
Our lovely motorbike friends are about again, aren't they?
The lid. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful setting we've got here. You know, we are lucky with the woods we've got here, but summer brings out all the
hotheads.
There's a lot of windy roads locally, so
it's the back roads, brother. They love it, don't they, around here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So
cool.
yeah, that's the casting of the ammo. I think in a minute I was gonna do some footage for my channel. I've done some footage for the ammo casting, etc., and just try and pass on some information that was given to me that's how to progress my shooting.
That's what it's all about, mate, isn't it?
And just try and pass on that information. Hopefully, if Darren doesn't mind, he'll maybe stick a link to my channel in the bottom.
It does. It will cost you, though, mate. This time.
I'll give you some tutorship.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
It's
So
all good.
if any of you maybe want to give us a sub, I'd appreciate it. If you like what you see, stay with me. If not,
See
you
ya.
can always unsubscribe. So,
No worries.
brilliant. Cheers, guys.
No worries. Cheers, Steve. Yeah, that was a great little camp. Just a few local friends. Just got away from it all for 48 hours. And, you know, the 9x9 tent which I put up, I had a paraffin heater in there, inflatable mattress, wall blankets. You know, it's all for my partner, really. I need to make sure that she's 3 things: happy, safe, and healthy. And that pretty much covered all that. You know, there's no issues, etc. Okay, I don't want her sleeping on the forest floor or risking a hammock, which we fell out from, as you saw in Fun in the Woods video I done. Yeah, that was a bit of a wake-up call. So since, whoops, I'm trying to get comfy. Since that happened, she's been really put off by hammocks, which is fair enough until the baby's born. Then she's going to go into hammocks again. So yeah, that's my fault and my bad knots, but I must try harder. The prepper meat, yes. Recently I was contacted by some friends on Instagram, public and private, about the link on the farm website not working. The farm contacted me, they realised what had happened, they updated the link, they sent it to me, I checked it right through to the last stage of booking and everything's fine. So the prepper meat link is now fully functional and operational, and I will put a link below this video to the prepper meet. So if anyone wants to come along and say hi, I've no idea about the ticket sales because I've been pretty much absent from internet, etc. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be loads of tickets available, and you can actually pay on the day. So that's going to be fun. My partner's coming along, and also our little ferret Arlen, he's coming along with us. So if anyone wants to come along to the prepper meet and say hi, you're more than welcome to. Okay. What I wanted to do, which I touched on in the last prepper meet, was the idea of like a car boot sale. Okay, now people will come along to the prepper meet, they will have items they want to sell, swap, give away. Okay, there's not going to be a time limit where everyone puts something in the middle of a field and does it that way. I think it's best that people have their setups and have their items with them. For me, I've got quite a few ration packs which are going to be going for real cheap. They're going to be anything up to £5, okay? And it is going to be first come, first served. You know, I'm going to put everything out on the table. I'm going to leave an honesty box there. I'm going to be doing the rounds. So if anyone is after some ration pack, some of them are split up, some of them are full, some of them are Mountain House tins, etc. Help yourself. Everything's going to be priced, as I say, up to a £5, so it's very cheap. I just want to clear some space and start restocking. I'm looking at growing my own fruit and veg in the garden, being somewhat self-sufficient, and I'm after a dehydrator. Once I get one of those, I can grow my food, dehydrate it and pack that and build my own ration packs, as it were, and tailor them for our needs. So that's the idea behind that. What am I saying? The internet soon. Yeah, and before I sign out now, just a little thank you to friends. I can't name them all because there's just too many and we'll be here for a long time. So apologies if your name's not on here. But very briefly, off the top of my head, I'll just put some notes down here. There's Chunky Prepper, Dale from Red Path Knife and Tool, Steph, Talif Durnin, Age, LB Customs, Wessex Blades, Roach, Maverick Outdoors, and of course everyone on Instagram who is no longer on YouTube, etc. So that is pretty much that for a bit of an update video of what I've been getting up to. That's pretty much it. As soon as I get the internet and find a bit of spare time, I will be posting some videos. Some will be in the house, some will be outdoors. We're trying to do a nice balance, and also I've got some kit and equipment to show as well, which I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into, getting out in the outdoors and seeing what it's really like. I don't want you guys buying crap, okay? So I'm only going to be showing the stuff that I like, and I'll be honest about it. So that's pretty much it. All of the links that you need are below this video. So click show more on your app, on your phone, or on your internet at home on your computer. Everything is underneath this video. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm fit, healthy and happy, and all is well in Funkyland. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.